Welcome everyone, GitaWise 26-27. We teachers are very excited to see you all tomorrow. Classes begin from tomorrow, both online and in person. We have a great year planned ahead for all of you. Teachers and volunteers are really doing a meticulous job of putting together all the things that we want to bring for all of you. So I know most of you all know me. I'm Aruna, the founder of GitaWise Incorporation. Literally using my time after the regular stuff that I do for GitaWise activities. How fortunate and blessed I am, I think all the time, because I believe Bhagavad Gita is absolute knowledge. Any book you take, which is source of inspiration, motivation, or any other leadership skills that you see the authors who have written them, none of them, or all of them, if you have read, the source of all that information comes from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita teaches us how to work, teaches us how to live a life with detachment, how to work efficiently, how to manage and control our mind, how to manage time, how to manage our relationships well, how to live an enhanced life. We all want upgraded versions of of gadgets that we use, right? Every year the gadgets get upgraded and you always want the latest gadgets, right? Why? Because those gadgets promise us experience, a better experience. Yes, the software gets updated and therefore you're promised or you're guaranteed a better experience. Similarly, something which is always there eternally existing, which does not change with time, place, and circumstance, which is always available for free and helps us in enhancing our life experiences, is the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And how come we all are not prioritizing Bhagavad Gita and giving this knowledge to our kids from the time they are ready to go to school? So Bhagavad Gita knowledge and material knowledge have to go side by side. It's not like after my material knowledge, after my kids go to college, or after my kids find a job, or after my kids settle in their life, that's when we'll give them priority of Bhagavad Gita. What happens if you give priority of Bhagavad Gita? Then they have missed out on the enhanced experiences of life. If they had learned Bhagavad Gita, or at least understood the concepts and thought about them and actively internalized those values and lived by those values, they would have had better experience and enhanced experience. And in today's society, we are seeing parenting is full of confusion. I'm not supposed to say this in front of kids, but that is a topic for all of us from 2:30. Kids are also confused. Why? Because there are so many nice, all for good reasons, there's so many good opportunities for them to pursue career-wise, studies-wise, academics-wise, extracurricular-wise. There's so many opportunities. And the struggle for all of us is, how do we choose? What is the best one to choose? Isn't it? Because we all do not want to miss out on things, right? And thanks to AI, thanks to technological advancements, we are being pushed into more and more into the mode of passion. Why? Because we're constantly agitated as to how to make use of AI to make our lives better. Isn't it? Anybody who has started using AI, whether I'll take for my example, I use AI for making GitaWise flyers, right? And then I'm constantly thinking, okay, I'll add this. So it's in fact not helping me, it's agitating me or making me think more about that task than helping me. That's a small example of how I'm losing more time for something which is Krishna conscious. But let's say kids are using for their academics. We as employees, or we want to forward in our career, so we are using. So constantly AI is agitating us when getting more and more into the mode of passion. The entire material energy is right now shifting into the mode of passion with the technological advancements that are happening. The time that we have is the same, but our mind is constantly churning, constantly thinking, constantly always engaged in what to do next, what will come next, and how do I handle it, how do I do it better, right? So in these times, Bhagavad Gita is even more relevant and even more needed and required. Okay, so I'm going to talk more. I think I'm distracted and I want to use that time for 2:30. Anyway, so what is the mission of GitaWise? I just want to go ahead with the mission of GitaWise. This is the agenda for today. Mission of GitaWise, as we always emphasize every year. We want to empower every individual that comes across GitaWise. And how do we empower? We give them value-based education. What is the meaning of empowering? Dhairya, can you tell us what it means by empower? Allows you to do something. It gives you the tools and techniques to do something. If a child is struggling with math and if the father or mother goes and solves the problem to the child, yes, the problem is solved, but will that empower the child? When is the child empowered to solve the problem? When they are taught how to solve it. There are so many formulas, there are so many things that go into solving a problem. When the mother or father teach them the steps in solving, that's when they're empowering the child to solve it independently for the future, right? Next time when they're doing. Similarly, in Bhagavad Gita, in Kurukshetra, in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, what was Lord Krishna doing? He was empowering Arjuna. Why? Arjuna was confused and he was not willing to wage in the war. At that point, after all was set and everything was ready, Arjuna said, I don't want to fight. In reality, Krishna had already fought for the war. He shows in chapter 11 of Bhagavad Gita that the entire army of Kurus is already destroyed. Arjuna, you are not going to fight. I'm the one who's actually giving you the intelligence to fight, and I'm the doer. But then Krishna doesn't say, okay, fine, Arjuna, go home. I will take care of the battlefield and I will take care of the fight for you. He empowers Arjuna. How does he empower Arjuna? Just by speaking Bhagavad Gita. And what happens to Arjuna after he listens to Bhagavad Gita? He transforms and comes out successfully. So, Bhagavad Gita does that magic to all of us in our lives, not only for the kids, even we as adults can get empowered. If Arjuna got empowered, why can't we get empowered? The same instructions when we take and apply in our lives is going to empower us and enhance our life experience. So we chose values because values is the foundation of Bhagavad Gita. Don't separate values from spirituality. Values form the foundation of spirituality. Without values, there is no spirituality. So values are the foundational aspects of Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna speaks from chapter 1 to chapter 18 throughout Bhagavad Gita. So we chose select chapters and verses which are directly relatable to the kids and compiled those values and put them in the form of images, in the form of activities, in the form of discussion forums, so that the kids get to recognize those values. First of all, we have to recognize values. What is humility? What is gratitude? What is being honest? What is not to cheat? All those values have to be recognized first. And after recognizing, they should be able to practice. How do they practice? If we, after coming home, after the child comes home, if we family, as parents, facilitate that for our children, how home becomes the ground for practicing the values. And then finally, they start internalizing those values. They keep practicing and finally it makes sense to them and they say, yes, this makes sense and this is the right thing to do, and they start internalizing. So we want to empower your child. We want to empower each one of you who comes in association with Bhagavad Gita so that they are able to make the right choices, because choosing right things is of utmost importance in the life of a teenager. And of course, each one of us too, right? Then when we have empowered individuals, what happens? Enriched families. We as parents, kids come home, and when they come home, by learning these values, when they exercise them at home, being humble, being grateful, being respectful to parents and teachers and elders, obedient, what does it mean to follow the instructions? Why and when should they follow the instructions? When can they question? When is going to be a discussion rather than argument? All these exercises, when it happens at home, the families become enriched. We parents want to become good listeners, but if our children are not able to come and share their problems with us, then we have only put it in theory, not in practice. So it is a playing ground for us to, it is a practicing ground for us to ensure that we are enriching and building those families which contribute to thriving communities. We want to be part of those communities where we can thrive, not strive. We are not here to see that if we should not be living in a community where our neighbors are happy when we are sad, or we are happy when our neighbors are sad, or we are not there to help others. Because the true indication of success is when an individual thinks about how can I give back to the community. We all have different definitions of success for our child. We think, oh, they should get into Ivy League. Oh, they should get this job. Oh, they should get this grade. Those are our definitions of success right now, which are good. We should not ignore them. But the true definition of success is when your child thinks about how can I add value to the society or the community that I live in. Then you have actually succeeded as a parent if you're able to groom your child like that. Because in giving is where you get. Our children, or most of us, or we hear so many stories of children being depressed, children making these very bad decisions of committing some heinous activities because they don't have a higher purpose than thinking about themselves. If we are too much consumed about ourselves, then we become pessimistic. But if we are thinking about how do I add value to others' life, or how do I contribute to the community that I belong, then we become optimistic and we see the world is actually the best place to live. So we have to inculcate these habits of gratefulness, thankfulness, and giving back nature in our children. And GitaWise is the perfect platform where your child can be trained to all these qualities. It has to be prioritized. Unless we prioritize GitaWise for our child, those values will not be blossoming. Because we are only sowing seeds. 1 hour a week, how much can we do? We don't mind doing a class for 3 hours, but are you willing to send your child for 3 hours a week? No, you all are so busy. So 1 hour a week, we can do only so much. But the seed that we are sowing has to be watered, has to be nourished, has to be protected, has to be given nice shelter so that it grows and blossoms into beautiful flowers. And for that, we need all your parents' help and children too. Please understand that this knowledge is supreme knowledge. There is no knowledge beyond this. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita chapter 9, Raja Vidya. Raja Vidya means what? Kingly knowledge. Knowledge can be classified into so many grades, right? Stupid, silly knowledge, which will not really help us in any way. Average knowledge, intelligent knowledge, supreme knowledge. Supreme knowledge is Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Knowledge coming from Krishna, which was given to Arjuna. Right? That is a supreme knowledge. So you all should value this as like what is the most precious thing for each one of, like for you all kids? Video games? Or movies? What is it? Phone. Phone is more precious. Phone is precious, right? So what you all can do is every Sunday you can switch phone with Bhagavad Gita class. And trust me, it might sound sound boring, and it might trust unbelievable. How will Bhagavad Gita replace my phone? The joy that I get with my phone, right? But it will. But you have to try it out first. What is that saying? The taste of what is that? Pudding, what is that?
It's in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding, in tasting the pudding, right? I mean, how will I know if I tell you here is the pudding and it's amazing and all? How will you know until you taste it? Right? Similarly, proof of GitaWise classes is you all coming with that open mind, with an enthusiastic mind to believe that this is going to give you all ultimate joy. Okay? And that's the mission of Bhagavad Gita, to empower individuals, to enrich families, and to create thriving communities. Eventually, we want to see, you know what Krishna says? It's Vasudhaika Kutumbam. What does Vasudhaika Kutumbam mean? That family in which the whole world is brotherly and sisterly. Right now, we see so many quarrels between nations. Today is Independence Day, and we are reminded of all the wars that happened with India and the neighboring countries, and of all the soldiers who lost their lives. Why should people lose their lives just because they're fighting between countries? Why can't people mind their own business? Why are we having to shed tears for people who lost their lives? That is actually distraction from the real purpose of human life. Right? So we all are actually one family. The entire human race is one family. So you children are the future generations. And believe it or not, Bhagavad Gita knowledge, if you all don't take it now, kids, boys and girls, when you grow up and become adults, there is nothing you can give to your kids that is of value. You might be able to give them AI or whatever more advancements that happen in technology, but they will lead and put us in more confusion. The only shelter for us is Bhagavad Gita. So we are depending on you all, the future of the world, that you take up these values, learn the values, live by these values, and carry it forward. You are the torch bearers for us. So we request and with loving, with kindness, with love, we are encouraging you all to take on to this knowledge. And this year, to make it even more interesting, to make it even more fun, Hina Mataji has come up with very nice idea. And it is always good for all of us. We can get more volunteers to help and make this happen and grow and move it forward. And you all kids can also come and these are avenues for you to become more expressive, more engaged, and more talk with others, express your ideas. So I want Hina to talk more about what she has in mind for all of you through clubs. These are called GitaWise clubs that we're introducing, and we have coined them as Kalā clubs. So Hina, please come over and take the mic.
Hare Krishna, my name is Hina. So I'm very grateful for this opportunity to introduce to you GitaWise's newest initiative, the Kalā. Now, Kalā is a beautiful amalgamation of our 4 youth clubs, which will each work to enrich and expand our students' lives. K, as you would see, is for the Kalā, which is the art club. This is going to channelize the children's creativity towards a subtle realm of devotion. The next one is the Alap club, or the music club, where students will breathe life into mundane notes and create soulful Krishna-conscious melodies. Next one is the Lipi club, which will utilize linguistic expression to solidify understanding of the Bhagavad Gita. Finally, the Anveshana club, where members will use curiosity and exploration to seek lost treasures of our civilization. Now the reason, just as Mataji was talking, there's several reasons that we have as to why we needed the clubs this year. The ultimate purpose, the vision behind having these clubs this year is we want to move to a student-led, student-run club format by the year 2028. So by 2 years, we want these clubs to be run entirely by the children. In the meantime, let me first say what motivated us to start with this. Bhagavad Gita 9.27, Krishna says to Arjuna, Yat karoshi yad ashnasi, yad jahosi dadashi yad tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva mad arpanam. He meant, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, or whatever austerities you perform, do that, O son of Kunti, for me. When Krishna said all of these words to Arjuna, did he mean only for Arjuna in that particular yuga? No, he meant it for all of us, in every yuga. So, as we prepare our children for this competitive world, to carry out their karma despite of the failures and the challenges that they are guaranteed to face, we want to show them that they can achieve their dreams holistically, happily, but only by keeping Krishna as the focus of everything that they do, and by offering all of their action to Krishna. Kalā clubs have been formed to first of all create an outlet for a creative expression that revolves around this spiritual identity. They have also been formed to convert theoretical learning from the classroom into practical execution. We also want to provide an informal channel where there is no judgment, no hesitation. We want to increase the adoption of values that are taught in the classroom, so children can actually apply them to solve real life problems. What happens when they fight with a friend? What happens when somebody gets what happens when somebody gets a higher grade than them? Right? How do they feel? We also want to create an open, fun, and a safe place for students to share their ideas. What is it that they're thinking? Right? The teachers tell them this is what they should be thinking, this is what they should be feeling, but what is it that they're thinking at that point of moment? We want to foster bonding between all of these students based on their shared values. Now let's just take a quick peek into the activities that each club will undertake. Kalā Club will conduct activities like DIY crafts, and then they will create festival decorations. The Alā Club will endeavor to develop an end-of-year performance for you all with vocals and instruments. The Lippy Club will engage in literary games, discussions, debates, storytelling, everything that gets the kids talking. The Anveshana Club will do various problem solving, Vedic math, Vedic tech exploration related activities. The Kalā clubs have been formed with a purpose in mind, that we want to run organized clubs. So in order to streamline the club operations, we have structured them in a particular way. Every club, there will be a subject matter expert. There'll be a few subject matter experts who will be experienced adults that will develop the club's curriculum. There will be parent volunteers. We will need for you all to sign up to assist in the execution of the curriculum that the SMEs develop. Shortly, we will also be selecting high school and middle school leaders for each club. Now, these leaders will receive volunteer hours and recognition for everything that they do for the clubs. They will execute those activities with the SMEs and the parent volunteers. These clubs will meet on the last Sunday of each month starting September. So we maintain that balance. So thank you so much. For now, we request you to please visit each club's desk. We will, Aruna Mataji will come here and introduce you to the subject matter experts that we have for each club. And then you can all please visit each club's desk with your child. Based on their interest, you will see QR codes put on each table. Please scan those QR codes. They will take you to the membership form. Based on their interest, please fill up the membership form. Every student must select one Kalā club this year. Thereafter, the children can step out with one parent if necessary, and at least one parent from each family is requested to stay with us for the rest of the presentation. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Hina. This is an excellent idea, and we request students and parents to help us help your children. This is the word that I heard Indira Nooyi saying when she was new to this country, and she was many years ago here, right? She was like one of when not many Indians were here, and she was one of the only Indians in the Ivy League, I think Yale, right? So she said that she had to help the fellow students to help her, because they were not feeling comfortable or they did not know how to help her. So she had to help them to help her. So similarly, we are in the same situation now. We want you all to help us to help your children. We have these nice ideas, we have the energy, we have the enthusiasm, and we're also looking forward to participation from parents as volunteers, and then we'll give that to you all in the form of these nice, great clubs. So for art club, Kalā, right? Kalā Art Club, we have two subject matter experts who are, you all know them, probably not by face, but you know the artwork that they display. Revati Mataji, please come here. She does usually every Janmashtami celebration or any annual day celebration that we did. All the small props that you see, Krishna related props, Revati Mataji does that. So I Harita and I unanimously thought we have to unanimously nominate her. And then Aparna also is there. She was not able to come here. So Aparna and Revati will be helping with art ideas. As Hina said, we'll meet once a month, every Sunday during your class hours. Don't worry, your class timings won't change. You will not have to worry about the class timings. You'll still maintain the same class timings. We're just trying to figure out a space where 4 clubs can meet at the same time. So all you have to do today is go to the table, corresponding table. No, go to all the tables, talk to the SMEs and get an idea of what they will do, and then decide. The Google form has the priority sequence of which one you can choose as top priority. Every student has to choose one club, because that Sunday, if you're not part of a club, then what will you do? You have to come. You can't stay at home. You have to come. Okay. So thank you, Revati Mataji, for volunteering. Please hold on here. Then we will call Alap Club. We have Jaya Mataji. Jaya Mataji also has been a very good participant and team of GitaWise. Last year annual day, which I missed, and I feel so terrible about it, which I missed announcing, her son Kashyap did all the audio recording, the wonderful audio recording that went, which we did so well, even with the mic system not working well, because of the audio recordings that he did using a software. Jaya and Kashyap together put it together. So she's a music teacher, singer herself. She takes music, Carnatic vocal lessons. If anyone is interested outside of GitaWise, you can always reach out to her. But she volunteered to give her time weekly, every month, 3 hours, because 9:30 to 12:30 they have to be there. As the class is changing, but the SMEs will still be there. So every month, 3 hours, they're going to be there. 9:30 to 10:30 comes high school, 10:30 to 11:30 middle school, 11:30 to 12 elementary school. And the art club will go to Revati and Aparna. The music club will go to Jaya and Priya. Priya Mataji is a Veena artist. She's a professional Veena artist, and she also volunteered to give her time. She said she's very familiar with Western musical instruments too, and she can help the children. She said, I will help the children to compose or create the music themselves, and if they're struggling, she will help. So Jaya will help with vocal and she will help with instruments. Okay, thank you so much, Jaya. Then we have Lipi Club. For Lipi Club, we have Hina herself. She volunteered to take care of Lipi Club, Language and Arts, and we have Santoshima Mataji, who's herself a GitaWise teacher for the middle school. She's good at Sanskrit pronunciation, Sanskrit reading, and then and also knowing the pastimes and from Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. She's going to assist. Both of them are going to work together to give you all the Lipi Club experience for your kids. Then we have Anveshana Club, which is the exploration through STEM activities, through robotics, through Vedic math, and we have several volunteers here. For robotics, we have Rao Garu, CK Garu, and he's going to be helping us with, please come over here. He's going to help us with robotics. His own son, Vishnu, has done many projects in robotics in high school. Yes, Vishnu? Yeah, so Vishnu also might help in based on his schedule. And then we have Shri. Shri, please come, beta. Shri, are you also going to be a volunteer in robotics club? I don't know if I'm nominating you, but Shri is he did develop all the activities in the whatever we have compiled so far. Shri, Vishnu, and Richa Mataji. No, I was just calling out the college students. Okay, Richa Mataji is here. Richa Mataji, please come here. Richa Mataji is going to help with STEM activities, Vedic math. Her son Arnav is an excellent mathematician. I should say that. And I'm sure it's because of parents. And then who else is there, Mataji, in robotics club, in Anveshana club?
Archana Mataji is here.
She's not here, right? Archana Mataji is not. So Archana Mataji, who is the mother of elementary group kids. So she said she will also help with Anveshana club. So these are the wonderful volunteers who know how much time they have to invest and what they have to do, and they're going to make your child's experience, they're going to enhance your child experience in GitaWise. So please thank them and cheer them for the time that they volunteered. And in addition to all of these, we do need parent volunteers too to help us in those corresponding clubs. So please make your time. Again, we are dependent on all of you to grow GitaWise. GitaWise will grow only with your help, only with your enthusiasm. Thank you so much. So the next part is, as Hina Mataji already told, please go to the tables and learn about the clubs and register. There's a registration form you can do with your phone, register for the clubs, and we will announce based on how many members register for the clubs, and then when we will start, where the clubs are going to happen. We are looking for a space where we can accommodate 4 clubs at a time, in the same region as where we do our classes. We found a space on the other side of 400 near, what is it school? Dasana Middle School. But we were worried you parents might not want to come there because so you are used to this location. So if you all can confirm to us or confidently say we are okay with any space, then we might think about or consider that place for moving the classes also. What do you all think? Many people are like not sure. It's close to their home. Good for. It's near to that school area. Not in the school. It's close to that.
It's basically that area.
That area. Yeah. For me, it is far. For me, it's a 15-20 minute drive. Right now, it's 2-minute drive. But I'm okay if all the parents, or at least majority of the parents, because that space is also nice. It has separate rooms, unlike the current. As I said, this generation is very precious. These are the connecting link between them and the next generation. Right? Us and the next generation. We have some grasp into Bhagavad Gita, yes? If these kids don't get that grasp, what will happen to the generation after that? One might ask, why are you worried about that generation? I might come back in that generation. Yes, according to karma principle, you will come back. All of us are interacting with each other because we are karmically bonded in some or the other way. It's not random that I know each one of you because we all have had some karmic bonding from previous several lifetimes. And if I'm going to be born in one of your families and if you are bereft of Bhagavad Gita knowledge, what is my future? It's not funny, it's the reality, it's the fact of life. That's where thriving community is what we're talking about. We want to be part of a community that reminds us of real values of life, not helps us forget the values of life. Most of the gatherings that you all participate will help you forget what is the real purpose of life. 99%. 99% will help you forget what is the real purpose of life. 1% programs like GitaWise will keep you grounded. I can tell this proudly. I'm not trying to brag, but that is the fact of life. That is the truth. So you are in the best place for your child. Don't lose out on this opportunity. There is much bigger role for each of you parents, which we'll talk at 2:30. But now it's time for all of you to register to these clubs. Thank you so much. Kids, do you have any questions about the clubs? No questions? Yes? Wow, I love her enthusiasm. I wish we could. We will do that next year. Let's do one club this year. Hina Mataji.
What did she say?
She wants to be in more than one club. Yeah, we will do it next year. But this year, let's take baby steps. This is the first year we're introducing. So let's do one club this year. And then eventually, who knows, God willing, Krishna willing, you all willing, we can have many clubs. Right, Mataji?
That's the point, make sure that we don't think of spirituality as boring.
Yes.
Right?
See? Yes. Yes. So that's where Hina Mataji is coming from. She wants to make the spirituality very interesting. And it is not. In fact, it is not. But we are...
If you want to lead a boring life, we can think spirituality is boring.
Correct.
But if you want to lead a fun and interesting and a happy life, then, we need to start early.
Yes. Yes. All right. Yes. Any other questions? Yes. Unfortunately, we are not offering clubs for online students because only few students in the online class are from Atlanta and others are from other places. So I have to anyways do class for them, and these kids will miss the class and they will not be able to, if they can catch up, that whatever we discuss through our online recording, yes, they can come and participate in the club. It's between you all, you and your child. If they want to come and participate in the club and catch up with what we discussed on that Sunday with the other students who are out of Atlanta, yes, you can do that too. Anything else? Kids? Students? No questions? All right. Please go and register at the table.